Hey everybody, Prod Charles here, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to beat Five Nights at Freddy's 4 2020-2020 mode, and I guess consequently the entire game, since 2020-2020 mode is a really hard version of the standard mode in the game. So the first thing I want to get you guys to understand is the space you're in. So we have 4 key areas in this game. We've got the left hand side, the right hand side, left door, right door rather, and we've got the bed behind us and the wardrobe. And we have to check these 4 areas in order to see whether we can deter an animatronic from entering our room or from jump scaring us in the case that they're already in our room. Now, you probably already knew that, but just in case there might be newbies that want to understand what the heck is going on, because this doesn't come with an instruction manual and it kind of expects you to have played the other games before having gone into this one. So let's start with the left hand side. What do we have to worry about on the left door? Well, this is where Bonnie comes in. Bonnie is an animatronic it's the blue rabbit thing, and the way you hear Bonnie coming is a patter or like a crackling sound of carpet coming towards you on your left ear of your headphones. So you really need surround sound or stereo sound or headphones in order to really enjoy this game. So that's what happens. Bonnie will come about 2 or 3 times, and you need to make sure like around the second time or earlier that you check on Bonnie, otherwise Bonnie will come into your room and scare you. Now, we have on the right hand door, Chica. Chica is practically Bonnie, except I think Chica has a shorter movement limit, like she comes a more limited amount of times towards you than Bonnie, so she comes less times towards you before she comes to jump scare you with a cupcake. But essentially it's the same idea. And a special thing about Chica is that you'll know for sure that Chica's not coming towards you or not going to bother coming towards you when you can hear plates and cups or whatever clattering in the faraway kitchen. It's a very audible noise. It plays in both speakers of your headphones or whatever system you're using. And if you hear Chica coming towards your door, you'll hear that carpet crackling sound on your right speaker. When you think Chica's come too close, preferably no further than the second step again for Chica. I think Bonnie's got more leniency, but for Chica, you really need to not let her go past the second step or you might be stuffed. You check that door and you do your click on, click off with your flashlight, or you close the door. Behind us, we have Freddy. At first, however, it's not Freddy, it's Freddles. Freddles are like mini versions of Freddy. When these little Freddles pop up behind you, they'll make a sound. The way the sound plays is it's centered in your head. So what you need to do is flick down with your mouse and check behind you, and then flash your light on the Freddles so that they go away. They accumulate up to 3 Freddles at most, and if they try to gather a 4th Freddle, Freddy will instantly jump scare you, and you'll know this will happen when the lights flicker heaps of times and you get jump scared by Freddy, obviously. In the wardrobe, we have nothing. However, we have a wildcard animatronic. Foxy can appear from the left door, from the right door, or Foxy can enter your room and appear in the wardrobe. Foxy has an interesting movement pattern. Foxy will start from either the left or the right door in the beginning of the game and run between doors, like so. The frequency of this running is about the same as the frequency of Bonnie and Chica coming towards you. It's like maybe once every 3 seconds. So roughly, whenever you hear Bonnie and Chica coming towards you, you'll hear Foxy running left or right. It's interesting because Foxy's like the main component of the strategy that I want to teach in this video after I get through these basics. But you really need to understand that Foxy has 2 things that he can do when he's not in your room. First of all, he can do the left or right thing. Or second of all, he can make this dash 3 times sound. Like, it's like he's stamping on the ground 3 times, he's chucking a tantrum or something. When you hear Foxy doing that 3 stamping step sound at one of the doors, you go to that door, in this case the right door, wait for the animatronic sound, because Chica could be there. We're at the right door, so if Chica's there, You hear breathing, shut the door, okay, Chica goes away, and then you can flash your light and you'll see Foxy running away. The interesting thing about this mechanic is if you hear Foxy doing the 3 stamping thing at one of the doors, he will stay at that door. No matter what, he won't move away from it. So you can effectively stall him at that door. So whenever you want, you can flash your light down the hall when you're certain that Chica is not there anymore. Say at the right door, if it was at the left door, you have to make sure Bonnie's not there. You flash your light when you feel like you want him to start doing his patterns again, which will be pretty quick because you'll hear, if you're on the right hand side, Bonnie coming, and if you're on the left hand side, Chica coming. And you've also got like this entropic force happening behind you with the Freddles. Foxy will run into your cupboard if you don't pay attention to him when he does that 3-step stamping thing, and you're not at the door he's at. Because he'll be able to run behind you and run into the cupboard. When that happens, try not to freak out. He's probably going to try and jump scare you in like 2 to 3 cycles. So what you need to do is go into the cupboard by clicking on the wardrobe and close the doors immediately for about 3 to 6 seconds at a time. Now Foxy has this weird thing happening where he has like 4 forms. He's got like plush form, hook form, mouth form. He's got like a jump scare form, and there might be something other than that. Okay, he's got like mouth open 1 form and mouth open 2 form. Sorry, that's a bit messy, but you get the point. He's got like 4 or 5 forms. And basically what you do when you shut these doors is you make him go down in these forms to prevent him from reaching this either mysterious form or this next form. The reason you do this is because if you leave the wardrobe, or you check a door and you come back to the middle, or you check on the Freddles and come back, and he's reached this area here, this area, if he's evolved that far, then he's going to come and jump scare you. You don't want that, okay? What you want is to, I'll just change the color so you can see, is to make him devolve by shutting the doors for about 3 to 6 seconds. 3 seconds being like 1 devolution. And ideally you want to get him down to the plush form, which will probably only happen in the normal like night 1-2 nightmare. Unless you get really lucky in 2020 mode. But anyway, that is Foxy. You ideally want to keep him as low as possible, like in hook or plush form. You probably only get him down to hook in 2020 mode. That's okay, as long as you just keep him in hook, or you can get him down to plush. Whatever works for you. And again, you can't stay at the wardrobe indefinitely, because you'll have to come back to check on the Freddles. You have to come and check on Chica and Bonnie. I hope that was a little bit all over the place. I hope that helped understand how each of the animatronics move. If you need more clarification on this, then please tell me in the comments, and I'll answer any questions you have. If you see anything wrong with what I've said here, then tell me in the comments. Great. Okay, so that's the underlying concepts that you need to know. Now let's go on to how to beat 2020 mode. I want you to imagine this room. Okay? This whole room. But I'm going to draw it in a different way. I'm going to represent the room like this. Here's the left-hand side, here's the right-hand side, and here's the neutral side. The neutral side of the room is just the middle of the room where you can see the wardrobe in front of you and the left and right-hand doors beside you. What's going to happen when you start 2020 mode, or any mode for that matter, is Foxy is going to start on one side of the room and jump to the other, and jump to the other, and jump to the other, and so on. And you're going to hear Bonnie and Chica coming towards you. So Bonnie might be here, you might scare him away, and he might be there. And Chica might appear here, Chica might appear here as well. So you've got Chica appearing in 2 spots, whatever. And at the same time, you've got the Freddles accumulating behind you. Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Okay, you've got this sort of thing happening. What you need to do is make sure that you listen out for Foxy and try and time your checks of each door with Foxy's movement towards that door. Why? The whole concept of my method of beating this game is keeping Foxy from entering your room. Case in point, that's the main thing. You don't need him in the wardrobe, because the moment he gets in the wardrobe, it's super tough to beat this mode unless you're super fast, and I'm sure most people would have done that, because I don't think many people understand how Foxy works, or if they do, they're just not bothered keeping track of Foxy the way I am. So, what I mean by that is, if you didn't understand, say here, say you heard Bonnie approaching here, but you're on this side of the room getting rid of Chica. And that's good because Foxy's also there, so you can check on him. And when he runs to the other side, you can come to the middle, check on your Freddles, and then switch to the left-hand side quickly. And you'll know Foxy will either do the doof 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 on that side, or he'll change to the other side. You get rid of Bonnie with your door closing or your flashing of the light, then you go back to the middle, and you can listen out for Foxy's movement again. And he's essentially trapped. You're basically trapping Foxy in his periodic motion that's happening here. This thing. And you'll see, so in this case, if you scare away Bonnie and Foxy stays there and he does the doof doof doof, Foxy's gonna stay here. Okay? And remember what I said earlier, if he does that 3-step stamping thing, he's going to remain on that side of the room, so you can keep him locked down there for as long as you're comfortable Chica coming down the room, which if you can hear the plates clattering, it won't matter, or as long as you're comfortable with the Freddles accumulating in the middle of the room. When you need to get rid of him, make sure you always flash your light before you leave Foxy when he's done the doof doof doof. Otherwise, he's going to wreck you by running to the wardrobe. Alright, good, and that's basically my strategy. Whenever you move from one side to the next, you do a quick check of the Freddles, or you just stay in the middle of the room if you hear Foxy running left and right and Bonnie and Chica aren't coming. Especially if you hear Chica in the kitchen. If you hear Chica in the kitchen, like, neutral position is absolutely safe. That's the place you'll definitely want to be. Just sitting here, looking back at the Freddles every now and then. But you've got to keep a really keen ear out for all the sounds. Remember, Bonnie comes from the left, makes that sound on the left, the carpet crunching sound on the left. Chica comes from the right, carpet crunching sound on the right. Freddles accumulate behind you, they just scream, you'll hear the screaming, you might hear some radio noises as well. The Freddles aren't really anything to be freaked out about, because you could just spam your pressing control to flash your flashlight at them. You'll see that in my 2020 video. And keeping Foxy locked in this motion, ensuring that you do not ignore his doof doof doofs. If you enjoyed this video, please share it in any way you can. It would really help. I know a lot of people like this game and a lot of people struggle at the harder modes, and I'm trying to demystify that for you. I'm trying to make it easier, so if you could share the video, that would really help. And show your support by subscribing. That would be cool, because I cover other games as well. You can check out my guides for Five Nights at Freddy's 3, for example. Anyway, thank you again so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later. See ya!